Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boyz. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boyz. 2 sets of brothers, 2 sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boyz. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them. Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boyz' legacy even further. There we go, all our notes and monitors.
This table is about to serve a very different purpose. Headed back into the ring. Picked up and being carried around there. Now these are obviously 2 juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Good night. Oh my gosh, what impact!
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it will take for the Dudley Boyz to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Just a nasty headbutt.
He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly... Flying! Look out below! Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible. But at what cost? Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. Big headbutt. Scoop slam! Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika. Hop top into the Samoan drop. Incredible. The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boyz in there.
Stop to the spine.
We know what's coming next. Accolade, the accolade. It's over. Locked in deep, and he's in full panic mode here.
Alpha never saw that coming. Ooh. The Dudley Boyz came in tight, knowing they had to turn up the dial. To the sky. And completely missed them up.
Did you see that? Risking it all and taking an awful fall.
And they were just sent flying.
Hopped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible. Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudleys' demise. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
Not a good spot to be in. Scoop slam. And he gets sent back into the ring. Down opponent, and a double axe handle smash.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality. They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop.
Gets lifted into position. Fires back with a crucial elbow.
The chess match of counters and reversals happening here. Oh, runs right into the table.
Countering that offense. Looking to get airborne here.
He's looking like easy prey, about to fall into a trap. To the sky! Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. Elbow thrown to break up the maneuver. What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Calculating the next move here. Running power slam. And Alpha unable to gain focus there.
Dudley causing damage and causing harm.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot. Kick to the stomach puts an end to that. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Nothing fancy here.
And his body seems to be the focus of the attack.
Intercepted by Bubba.
I don't think this table's going to last much longer.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boyz at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.